Hello, my name is Rosanamod, and welcome to the rosanamod podcast. Want to modify your life? That is corny, but I'm going to keep it in there. This variety show brainstorms solutions for everyday challenges, unlocks your secret potential, think outside the box with creative ideas that improve your business and your life. Get inspired with special guests, get motivated with how-to projects for the whole family, and learn that life is too short for anything less than being happy. Laugh with me or at me, it doesn't matter. Somebody's going to laugh. Welcome to the rosanamod Variety Pod. This is your vessel and host, Rosanamod, and we are at episode 141. 141. Friday foods. Everything's okay? I hope you had a good week. Everybody all right? Yeah? You good? All right. Well, anyway, guess what I did? I wanted to catch you up on some things. I actually opened a Buy Me Coffee website, which is kind of the same as a Patreon, but even though it's public, it's not finished. So don't go in there unless you want to, but you can. It's still rosanamod. It's always going to be that at the end of the name of Buy Me Coffee. I'm trying to figure out how to make it private, and I haven't been able to do that yet. So they say that there's a difference between Patreon and Buy Me Coffee. I'm understanding that it's a little easier on Buy Me Coffee, but I'm going to talk about that on Wednesday for Wednesday Works and let you know how that goes. I need to research and learn more about the differences so that I can teach you guys what to do about that. Right now, I'm thinking about food. Friday foods, I have a lot of hacks and a lot of tricks that I do with like I've always told you guys, outside the box thinking is really fundamental in experimentation with food. Excuse Coco, she's deciding to eat now. You hear her crunching? Can't complain about dogs wanting to eat, so she's going to be my background noise. Pretend it's music. Anyway, the hacks that I have is usually because I don't read labels, I read ingredients. Okay, there's a big secret there. You really have to look outside the box and think outside the box and be creative when it comes to food. I've always said, don't look at the packaging because the packaging is what's selling you. They're doing whatever they can to sell you that product. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's just specifically for what's inside the box. You got to look at the ingredients and read and say, oh, this is the same as that. You know, I can use this for that. You see what I mean? That's how you have to think. So when you if you want to go make a cake, for example, you don't just go to the cake mix aisle. You can just go anywhere that has the ingredients on how you make the cake, which is the basics of how you make a cake anyway, right? Before all of this industry, all the food industry and all the marketing took over, how did people make cakes? They would just grab flour and yeast or whatever it is that they needed, milk and eggs, and make their own cake, right? That's what you need to do. You need to go back. I've got 5 tips here for you, 5 hacks that I think you're going to open your eyes and you're going to learn now next time you go shopping to really change the way you shop and the way that you look at food and the way that you see packaging. Flour, number 1. Flour is essential for bread and cake. No? Yes, it is. All right, you can make anything with flour. You can even make those pretzels, those hot pretzels that they sell you. All you need is coarse salt and you can make pretzels, but we're not going to do that today. What is flour and water when you mix it together? If you put it in a bowl, all-purpose flour, and you put some water in it until it's the consistency of a pancake, but not really. You want to make it thinner than that. You don't want it thick. You want it really liquidy. So let's say you put 1 cup of flour in a bowl and maybe 2 cups of water. That's how the consistency is. Just a little thicker than a broth, maybe a light gravy. You're going to put that into the pan that you've either buttered. I use olive oil on everything. I don't have cooking oil. I use just enough so it doesn't stick to the pan. Get the pan nice and hot, put the oil in there or the butter, and then you're going to take a ladle, what is that? I don't know. Again, vessel, stay out of my head. Holland. I don't know what that is. I don't even know anybody in Holland. Why did I say Holland? You take the ladle, which is what you use for soup, and if you don't have a ladle, then use spoons, whatever, and then just put it into the pan until it's big enough, like the size of a pancake, or I make them bigger, like the size of a plate, like a medium plate. It's not going to take very long. to flip that over. It's not going to take very long to cook. You're going to flip it over, I don't know, maybe less than a minute. You're going to flip it over till it's cooked. You can see that it's a little brownish on one side maybe. You're going to take that out, put it on a plate, and you're going to keep doing it until you have a few of them. What does that make? What does that look like to you? Think about it. Does that look like a tortilla? It does look like a tortilla because it is a tortilla, okay? It's also a crepe. The only difference between a French crepe and this is that there's no milk and eggs, which is, those really thin little pancakes that people put fruit in. They put fruit on top of it with confectioner's sugar. I'm telling you, if you don't know how to cook, this is going to blow your friends' minds. And for dessert, you have this crepe with strawberries and blueberries, topped with some confectioner's sugar. The confectioner's sugar, powdered sugar, that's what it is. It's sweet, but it also just looks pretty. This is the best thing. Now, when I make these pancake things, or I call them just regular tortillas, that's what I call them. I put eggs and bacon inside it, and I roll it up, and I make like breakfast burritos out of them. And that's what I use instead of bread. Why? Because I don't really eat bread anymore like I used to. When I do crave carbs, I make these. It's like 2 seconds, I'm done. It's a perfect little snack. You can fill it up with anything. I've even used peanut butter and jelly in these for kids and just roll them up into a little roll. You can make, peach cobbler, kind of like put peaches in there. Smash up the peaches, make like a paste, roll it up. There you go. Number 2 is going to be cake mix equals pancakes equals cupcakes. Yes, it does. I'm telling you, it's the same damn ingredients. Next time you go to the store, look at the ingredients in a cake mix, look at the ingredients in a cupcake mix, and look in the pancake mix and look at it. It's the same thing. But let's say you want pancakes for breakfast and they have no pancake mix. Well, make your own pancake. Stop being so lazy. Stop depending on the processed market to feed you cancer, because that's really what it is. So try to be more natural, try to eat healthier, more organic. Non-enriched foods are always better than enriched, Okay, next time you go buy bread, if you're going to buy bread, make sure it's non-enriched. It doesn't say enriched on the label. Stay away from those. Anyway, so if you want to get a cake mix and you can use that for pancakes. It's the same thing. You don't have to have milk. You don't even have to add eggs. Just add milk or water. And you make a pancake style, add some chocolate chips in it. Why not? And here's another clue. Why don't you get little cupcake holders, those little cupcake cups, and fill it up with pancake mix and make cupcakes out of those. Put chocolate chips in it. Put strawberries, put blueberries in it. Put nuts in it, put walnuts in it. And you have little homemade cupcakes. It's perfect. Number 3, Jiffy. You know those little Jiffy boxes that are really cheap? They have different flavors. I've seen banana bread, I've seen blueberry, and I've seen a lot of cornbread lately, more than the sweet ones. Well, I decided to pick up a couple of little blue boxes. Been around forever. I think Leave It to Beaver even used them. That's how old they were. And you're going to make cornbread cupcakes. Do the cornbread, I believe it's only water, and then you just fill that up, make little cupcakes, add cream cheese as icing. Cream cheese against the cornbread is just delicious. And then I put some strawberries on top. Done. Number 4 is mix yogurt in with your mix of cakes, in with your mix of pancakes, in with your mix of whatever that you're making, because the yogurt is going to make them a little bit fluffier and not so flat. It's going to break it up a little, and it's going to make them softer. So that's always a good trick. I always use yogurt. Also, if you have somebody that doesn't like icing or can't have anything sweet, consider yogurt, because they have yogurts, that are flavored. Some of them have vanilla yogurts, or even the natural yogurts, like the ones that are already pre-mixed, or the ones with the fruit in it. They have sugar-free yogurts. All you have to do is put that on top as an icing for cupcakes or cake. And I'm telling you, it's an alternative for icing. It's healthier for you. It's less fat. It's less sugar. And I really challenge you to think again outside the box and try and experiment in the kitchen. Always experiment. If you don't like it, then throw it away. Feed the crows. It's good luck to feed the crows. So feed the crows for prosperity. It's good luck. Whatever I don't eat, whatever I don't finish, the crows always have my leftovers. I never throw food out. Number 5, mix fruit, banana, berries, whatever it is, inside your cake mix. Put bananas inside any cake mix, inside any pancake mix, inside any cupcake mix, and you got banana bread. Hello? Yeah, you do. If you get a chocolate cake mix, picture that. Picture the chocolate cake mix in a bowl. Picture yourself adding walnuts to that. Now picture yourself, adding fruit or adding whatever, and then mixing that with water or with milk, and then making like a pancake out of it. You have a chocolate pancake. You can mix chocolate chips in there with walnuts. You've got like a brownie. You can make brownies. It'll be cakey, but it'll be like a brownie. You don't need the icing. Don't buy the icing. The icing is fattening, it's processed, and it's got a lot of sugar. It's garbage. You don't need it. Make your own. There's so many alternatives. But the banana bread that I made, I used pancake mix because I was wanting banana bread. Grabbed the pancake mix, which I have. I think it was the Aunt Jemima. I don't even know if they sell that anymore. Do they even sell Aunt Jemima anymore? Don't get me started, please. But anyway, get the Aunt Jemima. If they don't have it, then I'm sorry for you. I think they're selling them on eBay for like $200 a box now, which is ridiculous. I think they did it on purpose just so they could sell it for $200 a box. Get pancake mix. Oh my God, I gotta slap myself. Stop. Put walnuts in there. I put real bananas in there. You don't have to smash it up. You could if you want to. I didn't like to smash it up. I like to just cut them in slices, put them in there chunky because I like to bite into the banana in the cake. I don't like it completely mixed. So it's good to have a piece of banana in there. You can add anything else if you don't like bananas. You can add blueberries, whatever. But this is how I made it. The walnuts and the banana, that's all I put in there. And then I just made banana bread. And I made cupcakes. And I made pancakes. And this is what I did. Simple, simple. You want to put syrup on top, then go ahead and put syrup on top. I challenge you today to go into your kitchen, look at the boxes that you have in your cabinets, and read the labels and compare and experiment with whatever it is that you have and look at it differently and say, just because there's a picture of a cake on it doesn't mean that I have to make a cake. Just because there's a picture of a cupcake on it doesn't mean I have to make a cupcake. You can do whatever you want. Add more flour, make them thicker. Try one with eggs, try one without eggs. If you can't have eggs, this would be a perfect way to go. It holds it together better. But if you're just going to make pancakes, you really don't need it. It doesn't matter. So on that note, I will let you go. Hope you enjoyed it. I will talk to you Saturday and with the outro. Thank you for stopping in. I always appreciate your time, and I hope you gained something positive from today's episode. If you did, then share it, and please show your love in the links below. You will be helping me help you. If you want to contact me, I know you'll find a way because my avatar audience is a genius, like the host. So talk to you soon. God bless you. And what do we say? Ciao.